Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And this is the time of year where everybody starts putting out lists of what they think the best films of last year were. And I wanted to take my time because it's happened a few times where I'll put the list out and they'll be like, see a movie the next day, and I'll be like, damn it, now I gotta change everything. It's happened a couple times. So I wanted to comfortably put out my list, even if it is a little late, whatever. So I'm going to call this my favorite films of 2023 because best is just a fight waiting to happen. But remember, these are my picks. You have your picks. They may not be the same. It's all good. That's what makes the world go round. Peace and love. Now, on to my list of my favorite films of 2023. Before we get into the list, I've got a handful of honorable mentions, starting with The Color Purple, Anatomy of a Fall, Priscilla, Air, John Wick Chapter 4, and of course, Cocaine Bear. Now, on to the top 10. Coming in at number 10, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. A great farewell to the lovable team of misfits. As you'd expect from a Guardians film, the comedy hits with some laugh-out-loud jokes. What I didn't expect was the emotional slap in the face I got from Rocket Raccoon's backstory, which ended up being the most I cried all year. Easily one of the best MCU entries since Avengers Endgame. Coming in at number 9, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Possibly the most beautifully animated film ever. It looks spectacular. It sees the Spider-Men handling a new threat to the Spider-Verse and could change Miles' life forever. The action is exciting, fast-paced, and fun, and there's a number of heartfelt family moments. I also enjoyed them showing more of Gwen's backstory and the new characters such as Spider-Punk. The ending contains a big-time cliffhanger, but makes me very excited to see the next part. At number 8, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. Are we saying part 1 yet? I'll say part 1. In Ethan Hunt's latest mission, he and his team battle an evil AI. It's an incredibly exciting spy sequel and delivers on its outstanding action sequences, from a chase through an airport, a car chase through the streets of Italy, and a finale on a train. New to the cast, Haley Atwell has fun banter and chemistry with Cruise. It's an entertaining, thrilling romp, and I'm excited to see what happens in part 2. Coming in at 7, The Holdovers, a spectacular comedy drama with a simple but effective premise, seeing these 3 very different characters stuck together over the winter holiday break, learning life lessons and about each other. The script is very smart, with lots of witty dialogue that made me laugh out loud a number of times. Great performances by Paul Giamatti, Divine Joy Randolph, and Dominic Sessa in his film debut, which is the icing on the cake. It's a charming, crowd-pleasing drama that's the best slice of life film that I've seen in years. At number 6, Oppenheimer. This will probably be the film to win Nolan a Best Picture Oscar. The story of American scientist J. Robert Oppenheimer, who's recruited to work on the top-secret Manhattan Project during World War II, forever changing the course of history. I learned many things here about the historical figures and the situations, and this made me want to learn more about it. Of course, with Nolan, it's told in a non-linear fashion, with storylines and timelines interweaving, and some twists that I didn't see coming. The visuals are impressive and impactful, and the conversations are important. The cast are aces, with Robert Downey Jr. coming for that Oscar. It's a historical epic that lights up the screen, and Nolan once again makes our minds explode. At number 5, Godzilla Minus One. Possibly the best surprise of the year. A film that makes Godzilla terrifying again. He's certainly not a protector here, killing thousands while wreaking havoc and destroying cities with his atomic breath. They even did something I've been asking for years, having actually interesting, complex, likable human characters that aren't just lizard bait or an annoyance like Millie Bobby Brown. This is easily my favorite Godzilla movie that I've seen and might be the best in general. Number 4, Beau is Afraid. The latest project from one of my favorite directors, Ari Aster, certainly gives us things we'd never dream of seeing on film. You certainly never quite know where it's headed as Beau goes on a journey facing some of his deepest, darkest fears. It's extremely ambitious with Aster swinging for the fences, and for me at least, hits big. There are many times you can wonder what's actually going on in real life and what's in Beau's mind. It's a challenging and complex film that's very much open to interpretation. It's filled with metaphors, messages, and allegories aplenty. It's a strange journey filled with laughs and anxiety, and like Aster's other works, will be an experience I'll be thinking about and talking about for years to come. At number 3, Killers of the Flower Moon. Martin Scorsese's latest film sees the true story of the Osage Nation in Oklahoma that became wealthy from the discovery of oil on their land. Many shady and unsolved murders begin occurring, with whites trying to exploit the Native Americans' new wealth. It looks fantastic with a number of haunting images throughout. Fantastic performances from DiCaprio, De Niro, and the heart and soul of the film, Lily Gladstone, light up the screen. It's a powerful look at a tragedy and another Scorsese masterpiece. At number 2, Poor Things, another great film from Yorgos Lanthimos. It's certainly a visually stunning spectacle. It's a modern-day Frankenstein tale. It's coming-of-age film of sorts. It's a very bold sexual film, and I can now say that I've seen Emma Stone naked more than some of my exes, which certainly isn't a bad thing. Emma Stone gives an amazing performance as Bella Baxter here as well. It's a bizarre and bonkers experience in the best way. And finally, at number 1, Past Lives, the film that stuck with me the most through the year. The story of 2 young classmates in South Korea who are reunited 24 years later in New York as they contemplate their relationship as they've grown apart living different lives. This is a fantastic looking film, from close-ups of the characters to their sightseeing adventures in New York. It's a what-if kind of story, with the characters pondering what could have happened in their lives if they had made different decisions. It can be very emotional at times, as I easily teared up a number. The connection between them is a very special one, and the chemistry between Greta Lee as Nora and Teo Yoo as Hae Sung is off the charts. Nora's husband Arthur is very understanding through all of it and isn't an over-the-top villain here, which is nice. It's a perfect look at a friendship and could-be romance over the years that made me fall in love with the story, the characters, and the time I got to spend with them. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review and my least favorite films of 2023 very soon. But until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/westtroupealist. And of course, you can follow me on the Instagram and Letterboxd at Wes A List. Until next time, Troop out.